Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Manifesting Muslimah. My name is Zara Pedersen. I am super excited to sit down here and record this because I have been procrastinating so hard on actually doing this. So it just feels really, really good to finally be doing it. The good thing is we're here now. So now I just have to keep doing this, right? I just want to give you a little bit of an introduction to who I am and my background, and then start talking a little bit about what you can expect going forward. So as I said at the beginning of the video, my name is Zara Pedersen. I'm Danish Moroccan. My dad is Danish and my mother is from Morocco. I've lived in the UK, in Denmark, of course, because that's where I was born. I've traveled around Europe extensively, and I'm currently living in Spain following a divorce. And this is where I'm recording from now, in Spain, where the chickens are. And I love it here. It's absolutely wonderful. So in terms of career, I am an author. I write romance novels. I've got 2 books already published in Denmark, with a 3rd one coming on the way that I'm currently writing as we speak. Well, not as we speak right now, but I'm writing in these days, and hopefully that'll be out in maybe a year's time. I don't know. That's one thing that I do. Another thing that I do and have been doing for the majority of my professional life is coaching. So I started in 2014 as a personal trainer in London, and I worked with Muslim women, primarily Muslim women, to help them incorporate fitness and a healthy lifestyle. And I did that for, oh my God, I think like 7 or 8 years. I was doing fitness and diet, nutrition, and it was an amazing thing. I really, really loved it. And I met some amazing people doing that in London. But the longer I kind of was in that space and coaching these women, the more I started to realize and understand that as much as they came for the training and maybe wanting to lose weight or have a healthier lifestyle or just be stronger or whatever it was, there was a very big aspect of me being somebody that they could confide in. So a lot of the times I would also end up just sitting and doing kind of just talking coaching with them, which I didn't expect to begin with. I thought, oh, it's going to be a very physical job. But a lot of the times it was also sitting down and having these very deep conversations with these women. And I realized that it was actually becoming such a big part of the work that I was doing with a lot of these women, and something that I actually was looking even more forward to, and actually felt like I'm actually really good at this. Can I say that? It's not even a humble brag. No, fuck it. I'm just going to say it. I'm good at that. I'm good at my job. But anyway, I recognize that I'm good at it, I enjoy it, and the women seem to get a lot of value from it. So I made the decision in 2020, right before the pandemic, to take the leap and give up personal training and then jump into life coaching. And I was really happy doing it, and oh my God, I enjoyed it so much, so much. And I loved working with the women and seeing them progress in life and doing the things that they thought they couldn't do or they were too scared to do, and all they needed was just like a gentle little push. And that was me coming in, pushing them. And then they did these amazing things. They sought the careers that they wanted and started their businesses, moving across the world, getting raises, meeting their husbands now, fathers to their children now. It's pretty amazing to think like, wow, I actually helped set that thing in motion and creating these lives for these women that they so desired. So it was so fulfilling to do that. While I was doing that coaching, while it was really good fun and I enjoyed it a lot, I realized during that time that I really wanted to be more specific in the type of coaching that I offered women, and specifically in law of attraction and manifesting things into your life. I've always been really, really curious about that topic, and it started probably before I became a personal trainer. When I was still studying in London, I was studying journalism at the time, and I can't remember which book it was. Was it just called The Law of Attraction or something by Joe Dispenza? Oh gosh, but I think his name is Joe Dispenza, and I know you're probably screaming at the screen because he's so well known. I just totally lost his name from my mind right now. But yeah, Either way, I had his audiobook and I listened to it and I'm like, wow, this is so fascinating, so interesting. And it immediately was just like something that I was like, I want to know more about this. And of course I'd heard about The Secret, but I'd got the book, I'd seen the DVD. I was like, you keep talking about something, but none of you are saying what that something is. I didn't get it. Maybe I got the wrong versions. Who knows? Nonetheless, after Joe Dispenza's book, I was immediately even more curious because I was like, there's more information about this law of attraction and manifestation, and I need to know more about it. And so I spent a lot of time reading more books and looking it up for myself, trying to understand it. And to a large extent, I actually did understand quite a bit of it, but it always felt like there was something missing for me. Now, here's the thing that I feel like I need to say. When I discovered law of attraction and the theory of manifestation and manifesting something into your life, I had not yet reverted back to Islam. So I was born into a Muslim family, and then at around 16 years old, I was like, let me just detour this motherfucker. And so I did the whole thing. I went out and was like, I don't know if I'm Muslim because I truly believe it or because I was raised with it. So I needed to go out and find out for myself. So in the time that I discovered law of attraction, I was not identifying as a Muslim at that point. And it wasn't until I was 27, I think, I reverted back to Islam. Alhamdulillah, and I'm so happy for that. And I took some years just to try and understand my religion again. And then I came back to law of attraction, that something clicked for me. And that was sort of the missing link that I had been missing all of those years trying to understand law of attraction. And why I couldn't make it make sense to me was because I was missing the religious part. I was missing the God part of these universal laws. So it was really interesting for me when these two worlds of mine that I was so passionate about, one, obviously my religion and rediscovering myself as a Muslim religious woman, but also this other realm that was so much more spiritual, but had such an impact in life quality and what I can have in life. And then understanding how to merge the two, and not by force or trying to, but understanding the more I learned about one and the other, how much they were just basically just braiding into each other and growing into each other, that my religion, that Islam, doesn't say law of attraction isn't a thing. In fact, it encourages manifestation and law of attraction and a lot of the principles of law of attraction and manifestation as we know it. But I needed that key to be able to open the door to something that I didn't understand for so many years. Now, you may have seen for a very long time, probably the last, good 10 years at least, if that'll do it, a lot of coaches and gurus online and in books and everywhere else talking about law of attraction and manifestation. So these are not new terms to you. I am 100% certain of that. But what might have been missing for you might be the same that was missing for me. And that is the religious aspect to it as well. The coming back to God moment of these laws and trying to make it fit into that guideline that you're following, which is the religious part. And that's the thing that's so exciting about this, and which is why I was like, nobody's teaching this in a way that I've at least seen that makes sense to me and that makes me understand it. So I understand it now. So now I want to share it with you. And that is where Manifesting Muslimah comes in. As I said, this is not about me trying to force something into Islam or Islam into something else. It's something that, again, kind of came over time. It was like a realization that came slowly the more I started reading in my Quran and started studying the law of attraction and seeing how many times the two interlinked and basically were supporting each other. So as a Muslim, I believe that everything is created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the creator of everything, including the law of attraction and the law of manifestation and the other universal laws. I can't remember them off the top of my head. But anyway, he's the creator of these laws. So they are not without him. You know, they can't be without him. And that was the missing link for me. What are my chickens doing? Good Lord. I don't know if you could hear that, but you know, whatever. So anyway, once I started understanding these theories in a religious perspective or in a religious light, manifestation became so easy for me. And I was like, wow, I get it. And it's so easy. And the thing about it, which I thought was maybe one of the biggest lessons for me, and one of the biggest lessons that I want to give to you, and I'm going to completely say it over and over again, and I'm going to say it already from now on, is that the more I delve into the law of attraction, the closer I'm actually moving to God. My relationship with God is growing. My love for God and my faith in God keeps growing. The gratitude for everything that God gives me keeps growing. So it actually, in the practice of manifestation and law of attraction, I'm actually helping grow that spiritual connection that I feel towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is pretty amazing to me. Practicing these theories that I'd heard about for so many years actually moved me closer in my religion and grew my religiosity as a Muslim woman. And that's the thing that I think I find most spectacular about all of this, and that I want other people to understand as well. And I want to help, perhaps it's you sitting right now listening to me, understand the same thing, that one doesn't go against the other and they're not working apart, they're working in unison. And the ultimate goal of both the religion and these universal laws is for you to succeed in life and for you to have what you want in life, your deepest desires, not the quick one like, oh, that guy, I'll desire him. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those deep ones that is really like, this is it, that keeps coming back to me. It's not that, oh my God, now he gave me the ick, I don't want him anymore, because that wasn't a real desire. That was just like shaitan pulling at your knickers. And you know what that happens too, sis? Happens too, don't worry. We're not perfect here. Anyway, so I want to create this platform, Manifesting Muslimah, for anybody who has had an interest as well, like me, in law of attraction and manifestation and the 12 universal laws, and also is religious but has been struggling to merge the two worlds together. And there's been that missing link to understand it, and then finding joy in practicing both of them together to create a life that makes you so fulfilled and also makes you continuously grow as an individual, but also as a servant to our creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh my God, just talking about it makes me super excited. And yeah, that's all I have to say right now. I'm so excited. So I am going to shut up now. I feel like I've spoken enough. I need to have a little sip of my tea that I've made myself. Yes, that's what I do down here. And then I need to edit this and put it out there. No more procrastinating. Let's do this. Let's succeed in life together. So until next time, my darling friend, please don't forget to live in love.